Hey everyone, welcome back to automation. So last week we made this. It is a hopped up version of an AI car that I made the week before, or at least AI made the week before, and then I created this out of it. 380 horsepower NA V6 with basically off-road Raptor chops. That was basically what I was going for. This time, we're going to be switching gears entirely. No more off-road. Let's do some on-road stuff. Because this time, in my very unoriginal idea creation pipeline, I've decided, instead of having AI make us an off-road truck, let's just have them make us, by them I mean the 1,000 Indian engineers, but let's have it make us a very fast supercar. I'm just curious what the AI is going to spit out for this. I might not make any changes at all and we'll just send it, but let's see what it does. Of course, there's a train rolling through right as I do this, and my son, who is 1 month old now, is barely asleep in the room next to me, so things are on the edge here. So if you're building an AI car or just any car in automation, all you need to do is just start a new project. Down here, I'm still working in 2020. Whatever the names, they're just randomly generated anyway, because the whole car is randomly generated. I have it set to super, but I found that there is also hyper. I think hyper might be better. So hyper seems to be a 2+2 range of seats. It says an exclusive and prestigious vehicle built to the highest standards in performance car engineering. And if we go to super, an exclusive and prestigious high-performance sports car. So not quite the same. Hyper it is. Let's do it. All right, it's loading it up. Automation these days, I don't know what's going on, but it loads darn slow. But I guess it helps to build the anticipation of what we're about to run into here. So 1,000 Indian engineers have come up with this. Okay, I'm not surprised. That is a body I have used many times. That's my magnum opus right there, actually. But let's take a look at the performance. It's a 671 horsepower V10 naturally aspirated. It looks a little bit jank, like the body proportions. I mean, like it has way too much gap in the wheels here, but I don't think it really does anything with ride height. The name of it, which was auto-generated, came up with something a little too close to something I cannot say, but it's a 7-speed manual, all-wheel drive, carbon fiber, wishbone pushrod. Yeah, I mean, I think it did it. I think it put something here that fits the bill. Now we can export this as is, and I'm pretty much going to, but I do want to do a little bit of styling on it, just a little bit, and one of those things is to lower the suspension down because it just feels like it's too high. This is a little bit more realistic, I would say. And if you're following the trend, yes, next week I will be taking this and improving it significantly in some aspect, although I haven't decided what. But for now, we kind of need to build up a little bit of a base. And by base, I mean like a styling base that we can use for next time. Everything else that's in here is just going to be whatever the AI gave us. So sports, slicks, all that, we'll leave it as is. For the purposes of styling, I am going to give it a bit more offset in the front and in the back. And my son is making pterodactyl noises right now. If you've ever had a child, and well, newborns just do this. It's just how they are. Little bit of offset though, saved lives. That is a lot better fitment than was there previously. The car is still way too tall, but that's kind of an old Ferrari type of height there, so I don't mind. I tend to think that these cars always look better basically on the ground. That's my opinion. But yeah, everything here we're just going to leave the same, and the engine, I mean, it's basic, it's not fancy, but it looks like it works. That's decent power. So aesthetics, yes please. Let's do some fun stuff with this without getting too crazy. Fixtures, one thing I want to do before we get too far, it looks like it's got true dual exhaust, so gonna have to do something with that. Okay, so I went a little bit crazy on the colors and I've colored it green with carbon fiber as an accent, and carbon fiber basically everything, including the exhaust is also carbon fiber because of course, and the brakes apparently are carbon fiber too. You're only going to be able to stop once. Okay, that is some funky exhaust. What in the heck is going on here? So the reason why it looks so jank is because it goes 2 into 1 into 2-ish somehow. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to put that back in there and forget I saw it. We'll leave this knot here though. That looks kind of funny. See, every time I record a video, it's now a race against time. I'm like, Is my daughter gonna wake up? Is my son gonna wake up? Are both of them gonna wake up? There is not much time here to be able to get these things done. I'm gonna go funky on the wheels. You know what? Screw it. These wheels are very unique, and I have never used them before, and I've now officially used them. They look interesting. I'll give it that. Interesting is a good word for it. Now, for the rest of the design, let's just slam something out real quick. Take a look. You know me. You know me too well. You know me way too well at this point. Oh, okay. Let's see what this does. Every single car could use a Mitsubishi Evo front end. I'm just telling you right now, it's the truth. It's such a universal design, it just works on everything. Look at that. It's a little bit cut up, but it totally functions. See, what I have to do, because I've used this body so many times, is attempt to make it so that it's not the magnum opus, which is difficult for me because that's pretty much all I build on this body. That being said, I know what works and what doesn't, and I'm willing to experiment for the sake of the build, so let's just do it. Let's just build something whack. Okay, I will admit I went a little crazy in AutoZone and I got the front end done. Ignore the back for now, I'm not quite there, but we're getting there. I'm a big fan of wings that are all one color, that is not the same as the body itself, and yeah, that's what we have here. Very different from my magnum opus. Very different. Now let's see if I can make it even more so. I will admit that I am leaving things out because I do intend to come back to this car. This is not the end for this, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I need your ideas. So if you have any suggestions for me, how can I improve this? What can we do to make this car better? Okay, so I've made a couple of changes that are going to be controversial, and you can probably see them from here. Let me just go around and boom. Feast your eyes on those cheeks. Yeah, I've been liking this sort of cheeked look on cars recently, and it has accumulated into this, where I have basically destroyed the front end of this car. I hear you now in the comments typing out, I was with you until the cheeks. Don't worry, we will do some redemption next time. If they truly are terrible, then maybe I'll consider changing it. Maybe. Probably not. See, I was with you until you gave it a Challenger rear end. Oh my goodness. You know, the worst part is, it really works. It totally works. I am actually going to keep that. I actually really like this back end. I know it's not great, but it's like, it's just the right amount of jank and just the right amount of weirdness that I think it comes together. I'm also going to pop these out a little bit. There you go. That is just darn cool. Okay, nothing on the sides, nothing on the top, no interior, no decals or anything like that. Just a front, a back, and a dream. Let's take this into BeamNG and see how it does. This is a proper sports car, and it is my daily driver in BeamNG. This is the jank that we created with the AI, and I'm very curious to see how they compare. Obviously, the one is not really like the other, but we've got old school rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive V10 weird nonsense. It's transverse V10. This thing is whack. But, I mean, it was built by AI, modified by me, and let's see how it does. First thing, though, we're going to shut this one off because it's loud as heck. Okay, start her up. Ooh. I like it, and I'm going to immediately go and turn this into off mode. I don't think we're going to need it. Manual transmission, let's drive. Wow. Wow, the noise. My volume is on minimum, and this thing is still darn loud. There is something wrong with the lights, because it seems like there's a light in the middle, and there definitely shouldn't be, so we'll keep that in mind. Also, I didn't put any mirrors on this car, or anything at all, really. Other than the most basic of exterior fixtures. It has no door handles, actually, now that I think about it. Wow, it's squirrely, man oh man. I thought this was all-wheel drive. I guess the balance of it is just not quite there. It's more rear-wheel drive balanced. Also, there's something going on with the body that is a lot of jittering. So it's not perfect, but it does drive decently. It makes the right noises for a hypercar, and this is definitely a hypercar body. Oh, pulling out on the highway. Fourth gear. It's very hard to drive. I might have to put the ESC back on. Yeah, I think that's probably the plan. Goodness. So the reason I put the giant cheeks on the front was actually because I wanted to ape the Lamborghini style while also having Corvette headlights on a body that is very much meant to be a Ferrari. So we are hitting all of the exotic, I guess not exotic because Corvette, but exotic styling cues here that I wanted to do so. Maybe not the Challenger rear end though, that's domestic as heck. Man, it pulls so darn hard. This is only like 670 horsepower, but it may as well be 1,000. Like, it just pulls darn hard. Even third gear there, it was just screaming, which is so much fun. So before we get too far into this, I wanted to bring up a question for you guys. Oh, this is not the right way to be with this car. There's not a lot of room to move. But I wanted to hit you guys up with a question. This is something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and it has nothing to do with this at all, so bear with me for a couple minutes. I want to, in the next couple of years, buy a car that I'm going to keep... Wow, there's something wrong with those lights. I'm going to keep it forever. At least that's the goal. I'm talking like those guys who buy, say, a Porsche, a 911, and then they just hang on to it for 30 years. That's who I want to be. And a 911 is an option, because it has rear seats. So let me explain. Basically, I have not much budget, although there'll be more in a few years once my garage is finished and paid for. But I need to get something that has at least 4 seats so that I can bring my family with me. I was thinking BMW M3, like say an 06 BMW M3, maybe a 911. I can't do a Boxer because unfortunately they only got 2 seats. Some of my dream cars like the 370Z only have 2 seats, so I can't do it. Now I know I could probably get away with just 2, but I've got 2 kids and I want to be able to bring them both at the same time to things, so that's why 4 is the requirement. But I'm not really into convertibles. I would rather it be a coupe. It doesn't have to be a coupe, could be a sedan too, but I think coupe is better. Stuff I've been thinking about, pretty much any AMG, especially something with this 6.3. Bad idea financially though. Older M3, like I said, like an 06 M3. Maybe on the cheaper budgety end, I could get an Infinity. No, but something with the 3-liter twin turbo I think is gonna last. Like a Q60. Ooh, I forgot the names of these cars. Whatever the most recent 400 horsepower Infinity Coupe is with the 3-liter twin turbo. Can't go for the Z because it's only got 2 seats. No Supras or anything, again, only 2 seats. Can't do a Corvette, only 2 seats, so yeah, you can see my dilemma. It's got to be some kind of sports car with usable back seats, at least for a short duration. We're not going on any road trips in that. However, that would be pretty sweet. I don't know, this idea might change in the future, but I'm trying to narrow down the options. Like I said, right now it's really only AMGs and BMWs and Infinity, that's all I've got, so I need more options. Shoot me your best ones. Keep in mind, this is North America, so whatever you can actually buy in Canada. talking about this hypercar that the AI made, it's reasonable, I guess. It's fast, it's loud, it's not ridiculously quick, but it definitely does want to kill me, so that's just like real AI, Terminator style, going right off into a bridge, and immediately, almost into the water. Okay, actually straight into the water. Oh man, that's one of my worst nightmares. But weirdly enough, even just doing 107th, which is basically what you would be doing on the highway, it actually handles really well, surprisingly well. No real issues at all here. You're probably going to want to drop down to 5th. There is something to be said for driving a car that can go wickedly quick, as slow as normal, normal temperatures? No, normal, like, road speeds. 120 kilometers an hour and something that can do way more than that is still fun for a time. Well, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to improve this car significantly. I don't know what route to take, so I'm thinking probably just make it even more hyper-ish. Really try to rival some of the crazy 1,000+ horsepower cars we've been seeing these days. And I've been missing superchargers and turbos and stuff, and I feel like we need to do something with that. So maybe this is like the Lamborghini that gets a turbo kit, and then suddenly it has 1,500 horsepower, and it is ridiculously unreliable, but it's cool for a YouTube thumbnail. We'll see. Until then, thank you for watching. Lamborghini, if you're out there, please lend me one of your cars. And I will see you guys again soon. Don't worry, I won't do that with it. Honestly, I'd be so anxious if I ever got a car from a manufacturer. It's never gonna happen, but man, I would be so anxious. Okay, till next time.